Hey, lady, can you help me?
Fresh apple pie, specialty of the house.
No, I don't want food. I want information. Is this town called Crossroads?
Crossroads Diner. It is the place.
Okay, now the bus that comes from Beecher's Corners, does it stop here?
Most every night. Now, about the pie.
No, forget the pie. I don't want any pie. I'm looking for a woman. Young woman that was on the bus, about 20. She's blonde. Did she come in here? Do you know where she went? Do you know anything about her like that?
Slow down a second.
Look, I can't slow down. Just tell me about the blonde, all right?
Well, that's easy enough.
Well, spit it out. Spit it out.
I don't know anything.
Wait a minute. Now, how can that be? You work here. The bus stops here.
Not the night shift, I don't. Just came on at dawn about a half hour back.
You're telling me you weren't here to meet the bus from Beecher's Corners? Well, who the hell was? Were you here when the bus came in from Beecher's Corners?
You mean to say you haven't heard from him either?
Some celebration this turned out to be.
Yeah, first no Laura, and now no word from Luke.
How about some more coffee, huh?
Oh,
Look, this just doesn't make any sense. I mean, Luke would have called one office if he'd have found Laura. Unless, of course, something's gone wrong. Well, I don't know, but it's the only explanation I can come up with. If that's the case, I guess I better get in the car and make tracks for Carterville. It was Carterville, wasn't it? Yeah, the last place you heard from him. Okay. Look, and the least I can do is see if he's still there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I suppose you're right. We waited this long, we might as well wait till daylight. But look, in the meantime, we've got no other choice. We've got to proceed on the assumption that Luke did not find Laura. So look, what I want you to do is get in touch with Tiffany. Now, look, you tell her to take up the watch again outside or inside the antique store. Just the coffee shop. Yeah, you got it. You never know. Okay, bye. No news.
We heard.
Sorry.
Aren't we all?
Hey, come on. Keeping the faith?
I'm trying.
Well, look, if it's one thing we know about Lucas, and that is that he's probably up to something.
I hope so. I hope so.
Trust me, love. We'll hear from him. Soon.
How many more times do I have to ask you?
You can ask me 100 times and it still won't help. My husband was on his feet all night. I won't wake him up.
But he was definitely the man who was working here last night.
I already told you, he and I run this place alone.
But you can't answer my questions. He can.
And maybe he will, after he wakes up.
Listen, darling. I understand why you won't wake your husband up, because he was working and because he's tired and because you're taking care of him. You are good to the people that you love.
Love. After 20 years, I wouldn't exactly call it love.
Well, listen, you do know a little bit about love, don't you?
I saw the way we were 12 times.
Close enough.
Streisand and Redford. Now that was love.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Streisand and Redford. Bogart and Bacall. King Kong and Fay Ray. That sort of, well, the way we were is really our story. The blonde and mine. That's the way it is with us, and that's why I've got to find her.
And you think my husband can help?
If he wakes up right now and answers some questions, I think he can.
I'll wake him up on the double.
Thank you. Thank you. Western, everybody. Sir.
Wait a minute. This ain't Robert Redford.
No, I'm not. Actually, I sort of forced your wife to wake you up. I'm sorry about that.
This just better be worth it.
Well, it is. It's going to be to me. I have to ask you some very important questions.
What's the matter, son?
I'm looking for somebody, sir. Last night, the bus from Beecher's Corners, there was a blonde, about 20. Did you see her get off that bus?
number of women got off that bus last night.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm only interested in this one in particular.
She was a blonde, Harry.
Now, hold on. Wait a minute. Would you cut us some pie, Hazel?
Pie, now?
Now.
Look, did you see her or didn't you see her, sir?
Now, just get one thing straight. I don't make a habit of looking at the ladies. But when it comes to blondes...
Then you saw her?
Well, there was more than one blonde got off that bus last night.
Okay, well, look, maybe you noticed the clothes. She had on some strange clothes for this time of year. Sort of summer country dress, blue under the coat.
That was one for the books.
You remember her?
How could I forget? A summer outfit like that this time of year? Frankly, that's what got me to thinking.
Thinking what?
There was something a little strange about that one.
What, was something the matter? She wasn't okay?
Well, it depends on from whose point of view you were looking at it. And from mine, let me tell you, she didn't seem like she was quite connected.
Oh, how? Why?
Nervous as a cat she was. She bought a cup of coffee, piece of apple pie, and then, would you believe it? She got up and left without touching her pie.
When was she here? Where did she go? You have any idea where I can find her?
Hold on. Who are you, anyway? Just why do you want to know about this blonde?
All right. My name is Luke Spencer.
So?
So the woman is my wife.
See? I told you, Harry.
Yeah, see, she's been missing a long time. And I had sort of given up hope that I would ever be able to find her. And then she was spotted in Beecher's Corners. And then she was spotted again on the bus to Carterville. And then she got off the bus here. And then you tell me that you saw her here. So, I mean, if you don't help me, I mean, I've got to catch up to her. Do you understand? I've got to catch up to her.
What? Maybe she didn't want to be caught.
No, no, it isn't that at all. You see, you said yourself that something seems strange. I think she's in trouble. It's like she has amnesia or something.
Amnesia? Just like in the movies.
She may be in trouble. Now, I need you to help.
You will help, Harry.
Okay, all right. It did seem like she might have been in some trouble. If I'm not mistaken, her hands were shaking when she bought that ticket to Hanover.
Hanover?
Yeah, the bus connects from here to there.
Did you see her get on?
She got up and went out when the bus came in. That's all I know.
That's good enough. No, as a matter of fact, I mean, that's great. That's great. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Listen, can I ask you one more favor?
Coffee to go with the pie.
No. No. No, could I use your telephone? I've got people waiting, and I need to check in with them.
Make it collect.
Sure. Operator, I'd like to make a collect call to Beecher's Corners. The number is 555-2020. Luke Spencer. Robert.
Luke, look what's going on. Are you in Carterville? Is Laura with you?
No, I met the bus to Carterville, but Laura wasn't on it.
Damn it.
Now, she had been on the bus, but because the driver saw her, but she got off at a place called Crossroads. That's where I am now.
And?
Well, and nothing. I missed her again. She's already gotten on another bus to a place called Hanover. Now, that's where I'm going to go. I'm going there now.
Okay, look, we'll wait at the Whitakers. Look, just keep in touch.
Yeah, I will. Would you give Rick a call? Keep him up to date for me.
Listen, we're all together on this. Be careful.
Thank you. All right. Hanover, how do I get there?
Tell him, Harry, tell him.
Thanks.
Take a left turn 2 miles north and follow Highway 43 straight through.
43, thank you. Thank you. Thanks. 43.
Just as strange as the other one. Didn't touch his pie.
Don't you think it's a little strange that Luke keeps missing Laura?
Yeah, but he's hot on a trail now, I hope.
Well, Hanover, was it?
Yeah, what do you know about that place?
Not much. Except that Laura keeps getting farther and farther away from us.
Well, it may take Luke and Laura a little bit longer to get back here, but they will be back.
Of course they will. Won't that be wonderful?
I just keep thinking. I mean, the worst part of all of this is we're just sitting around doing nothing. I feel useless.
Hey, look.
Look, like it or not, this is Luke's quest. Now, it's a one-man show, and that's the way it's going to have to be.
His.
Right. All we can do is sit here and wait. If he wants our help, we'll give it to him. In the meantime, though, there is something we can do.
Anything.
I want to recap that first time that Agnes saw Laura in the barn.
But, Robert, we have been over that and over that.
Humor me, will you? Let's go over it again.
Okay, just like I told you. We just driven back from Port Charles. Agnes went out to the barn to gather the eggs.
And that's when I saw her through the window, Laura, sitting in the hay. Now, why the barn door was locked, I don't know. But I called out to Whit, and I called, and I called, and I called. But by the time I got him down from the road where he was helping that fellow with the van, Laura was gone.
Wait a minute. What van? What fella? Did you mention this to Luke?
Oh, I might have in passing.
Well, was he somebody you knew?
No, just some stranger in a repair truck. But what the heck, I figured with this sudden spring snow, a lot of people were going to get bogged down.
Okay, listen, this particular guy, can you describe him?
Tall, dressed in coveralls. That's about the only thing that stood out on him.
Did you notice his eyes?
It's hard to tell because he was wearing them mirrored glasses.
Robert.
Wait a minute. Hold
But
on.
it could be.
Yeah, I know it's a possibility. And this kind of thing could well fit into the modus operandi of one David Gray. But proving it's going to be something else.
Mr. Whitaker, do you think you could notice this man or recognize him if you saw him again?
Well, it's hard to say. Did I mention he had a scarf that covered his chin, and besides the glasses he was wearing, he had a hat, and I don't know.
You're tired,
I just
Whit.
don't know.
We all are.
This staying up all night isn't helping anybody. None of us are thinking straight.
Yeah, but shouldn't we let Luke know what's going on? I mean, the possibilities.
Let him know what? We don't know anything for sure.
Besides, if Luke's driving from Hanover right now, it could be a couple of hours before we hear from him.
Okay. What do you say we all get some sleep?
It sounds like a brilliant idea to me. You know where to go.
Yeah.
Same room. And honey, you go on upstairs and to the left. The bathroom's up there, too. Come on, Whit.
No.
Come on, honey, let's go to bed. Oh. I'm tired.
Good morning, little Hanover.
Well, aren't we the bright and cheery one this morning? Good morning.
Why shouldn't I be? Thank you. Why shouldn't I be? Because the first sight I see is your bright and lovely face. Lovelier than ever, I might add.
Well, aren't we good for a girl's ego?
Oh, yeah.
At least in some ways.
Annie, you know,
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
you still haven't gotten over that night, huh?
A night I'm not easily recovering from, no.
You can't still doubt that I'm attracted to you.
No?
No, very attractive. But that was never the point with us.
Before?
Before, during, and after. I don't think you would have felt right.
So we didn't. You wouldn't.
Because your first time making love should be just that. Making love.
I wanted to, Noah.
I know you did. Yes, I know you did. That's not the way it is with you and me, though. Not yet.
Are you trying to tell me something?
I was thinking maybe we could work on it.
It's an idea.
Good. We'll start tonight.
Not with a full house, we don't.
Oh, right. I have not forgotten dinner at the Hardys.
Good. Because Mr. Newell will be there, and his daughter Jody, and I'm sure he's going to want to talk to you.
Oh, about his wife, right?
Yeah, he's still in shock.
Well, I'll see what I can do to help him.
Good. I appreciate that. I'm sure he's going to have a lot of questions to ask you. Personal ones like, Why did she die so suddenly? And how come they couldn't wait to operate until they got there? Hi there.
Mind if I join you?
Oh, please do. We'd be delighted, wouldn't we?
Thank you.
It's getting more and more rare that we see you down here for coffee breaks.
Usually I can't find enough time in the day.
And what about this morning? Aren't you scheduled for surgery?
The only thing I have scheduled is paperwork.
Then you're taking my advice and cutting down an OR.
Yeah. I feel better for it, too. Don't I look more relaxed to you?
Oh, yes, much more rested.
I have not given up on our little rendezvous tonight.
Oh, no?
See, if I'm going to come over and spend dinner with Mr. Newell and everybody, then I figured I'd come early and leave late so we could spend a little time together.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Good morning, Laura.
Is that all it is, morning?
Now, don't go getting grumpy on me again. You should be happy you got to sleep in a bit.
Oh, right, on that lumpy old cot. I'm surprised I got to sleep at all. I don't know why I just couldn't go home.
Mr. Gray thought you might have been lonely.
In other words, he wanted me kept under guard.
Nobody said that.
Nobody had to. When are they getting back, anyway?
Oh, dear.
Mel and David. They've been gone all night, haven't they?
I suppose so.
Why? Why would they be gone all night? What were they trying to do?
You just calm down.
No, Miss Frumpkin, I need to know.
They've been taking care of business, that's all.
What kind of business could take all night?
I wouldn't discuss it even if I knew. Mr. Gray doesn't appreciate people looking into his affairs.
I wish Mel would just come back and take me home. Well, what is it? Is he out there? Is he back?
There's nobody out there. It's too early. Now, you come on and sit down, read a magazine, and get a load off your feet.
Yeah, but what if Mel and David come back?
Well, you'll be the first to see them come through the front door.
Set out another cup of coffee, Agnes.
Did you get any sleep?
A little.
How much is a little, honey?
Well, I just spent most of the time just laying in bed waiting and thinking about that man in the van.
I'm thinking about him myself.
Robert, what if Gray is involved with this?
It's a long shot.
But it's a shot, and if that's the case, there's a chance my sister's involved.
Well, how's that?
Well, my sister looks a lot like Laura Spencer. This blonde Luke's following could be her.
Oh, no. I know Laura Spencer, and I saw Laura Spencer in my barn.
I realize that. But, Robert, they could have pulled a switch.
Look, understand this. I'm not ruling out any of the possibilities, all right?
And what is the matter?
The point is it'd be a whole lot easier if we could actually prove what Gray was up to.
Robert, the picture.
Do you have a picture of this, David?
The police did a composite drawing of him. I have a copy of the newspaper in my hotel room.
Well, isn't that in Fort Charles?
How long would it take us to get there and come back?
Wait a minute, I've got a better idea. Wait a minute. I'll call Tiffany. She's, in that coffee house. Across the way. What's the number? Yeah, now listen, she should be able to tell us if Gray's still there.
Okay.
Yeah, look, I want to speak to Tiffany Hill, please. Well, she's probably the only person in the shop. Yeah, a tall, good-looking girl. Yeah, right, yeah, got it. Look, if by some chance Gray's not there, we'll get Tiffany to go over to the hotel, grab the paper, and head up to Beecher's Corners.
Great. Robert, darling, is that you?
How did you know?
Well, who else would have paged me in this godforsaken place?
Now, listen, tell me. Now, what do you know about David Gray?
Nothing. There's been no sign of him, and for that matter, nobody else.
But the store's open.
And the little old lady was dusting her treasures a few moments ago, darling.
And there's been nobody in or out?
I've been watching it faithfully. This assignment is about like the antique store, dead.
Okay, look, drop it for now. I've got something else for you to do.
More exciting, I hope.
Well, I don't know about that, but listen, I need you to bring up a copy of the newspaper with a composite drawing of David Gray in it. It's in Jackie's room at the Croydon.
The second or third drawer.
She says it's in one of the drawers. Now, can you do it?
Oh, I think I can handle it, darling, but how do I get in?
Hold on a second. Jackie, listen, how does she get into this pleasure palace of yours?
I told her to just use her wallet.
Yeah, I heard that, darling.
Go on.
Oh, and one more thing. Any news from Luke?
Well, listen, he's still hot on the trail. In fact, listen, get off the line because he could be trying to get in touch with us right now, okay?
Another magazine?
Anything but that. I can't stand this. I feel caged in. I feel like trapped. Mel!
Hi, baby. I'm sorry I took so long.
What took you so long? Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Well, look, there's nothing to worry about, okay?
What was
I had to go to New York. We had lots of details. The girl behaved herself?
She wasn't happy about it, but I managed to keep her here all night.
Excellent. Anything else I should know?
That blonde actress type was watching the store again.
Alone?
Yes, but she left a few hours before you got back.
Everything. Mel. Yeah.
Listen, tell me what was going on. Where have you been?
Laura, it's no secret. We went to New York to get additional equipment. Satisfied?
No, I'm not satisfied. Because if that's all there is to it, then why couldn't I go?
Very simply, there was no room in the van. Just 2 seats in front and a place for the equipment in back. Speaking of which, we had to unload the van now.
Just wait 1 minute, because if that's all there is to it, then why was I locked in here?
Stop,
Just
Laura.
a bitty prison warden.
Everybody, she's here.
Fine. Tom.
What did you do, Wolf? Where's the paper?
What a wonderful greeting, darling.
Robert, let the child catch her breath. Thank you, darling.
Come on, Tiffany.
Fine, darling.
Right,
Where?
here it is.
Thank you. Okay, Whit, hop up. Look at this.
Oh, this is a feller, huh?
David Gray. Now, look, think. Was this or was this not the man that you saw with the van the night that Agnes saw Laura in the barn?
Well, I don't know. I'm sorry I made you rush all the way out here, Miss Hill, but I just don't know.
Mr. Whitaker, just take it real slow and really look again.
Well, it doesn't seem to help much. Like I told you before, between the scarf and the glasses and the hat, I didn't get that much of a chance to see his face.
What about the shape of his face? Is there any similarity?
Well, I thought he was just a plain, ordinary workman, and I didn't take that much notice.
Guess that's it, then.
No, not entirely. I mean, we haven't proven it is, but we haven't proven that it isn't Gray either.
Do you think we should warn Luke?
Indeed. Keep him on his toes.
There you are, sir. Have a good trip. I'll be right with you, sir. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's loading on dock, too. Thank you.
Can you help me?
That's my job.
Great. I'm looking for a blonde around 20. Can you tell me if she bought a ticket here, if she came in here, if she made any kind of contact with you?
Well, I can't help you with that.
Oh, wait a minute. You just told me that your job was helping people.
Well, yeah, it is, and normally I'm very happy to lend a hand, but, well, see, this is a bus station. I'm a public employee. I'm not a private eye.
Oh, all right. This is your chance to change all that. Be a private eye. Did she buy a ticket here?
Well, now, let me tell you, while Hanover is not the biggest city in this state, you see, we get an awful lot of people coming through here buying tickets.
Yeah, I'm blonde. I'm looking for a blonde.
Yep, we get a lot of blondes, too. Could you narrow it down a little?
Yes, about 20. Beautiful, blue eyes, wearing a sort of country dress with the blue color under her coat.
Mm-hmm. You know her destination?
Wait a minute. Let's see here. Did anybody of that description buy a ticket to Springvale?
Yeah, we had an Oriental couple, and there was a bald-headed man with 3 little kids. Yeah, no blondes.
All right, well, there are only 2 stops after that. What about Portland?
Portland? No, they couldn't have bought a ticket to Portland if they'd wanted to.
Why not?
We don't have a bus going to Portland.
What do you mean you don't have a bus going to Portland? It's right here on the schedule. Portland. A bus goes to Portland.
Let me see that. Oh, well, there you go. This is last year's schedule. See, we had to drop those last 2 stops around the first of the year. Just, well, we didn't have enough passengers. You know how it is.
Yeah. I know how it is. I think I know exactly how it is.
Luke.
Robert, I've had it, man.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't have anything here except a real sinking feeling that I'm being sent on a very elaborate wild goose chase.
Okay, where are you now?
I'm at another dead end, a place called Hanover. I'm standing here in this bus station. It's well, the schedule, I find out the bus schedule that I have is an old one. It's from last year, and I'm at the end of the line.
Okay, listen. I hate to add trouble to trouble, but there's something you ought to know.
Yeah, give it to me.
Okay, but listen, I want you to promise me you're not going to fly off the handle, because at this point, we're not sure. I mean, it's just a possibility. However, Jackie and I feel you should be aware of it. Now, listen, Luke. That man Whit was helping. Luke? Luke? Luke, are you there?
General Hospital will continue in a moment.